Go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12, 11, 11.
On first down, it's Long. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The four-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Luck now to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. On the return is Ferguson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson hands this to Foreman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long. It's Watson. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something should.
That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, now play this.
I think we'll find out.